Comedy, and that's where we're going effectively.
Awesome. That's very unique. I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that before. So congratulations on being probably the first one ever. Okay, let's get into the kind of crunch, detailed kind of questions now. So most of these are actually from our community that have been sent in. We seem to have people that are too shy to ask on air, although that might change today. But anyway, let's go ahead. So do you have a marketing wallet? How big it is? And what are your marketing plans for these funds?
So yeah, we've got a small, not a massive marketing wallet. We're working with the guys at Revolver and the Gun Range. Obviously, we've got some AMAs like this going on. We've got airdrops and whitelist spots going at the moment. And then we're going to push through to the Kryptomania event, which we're the headline sponsor for, which takes place in Houston on the 12th and 13th. I don't know if you guys know about that one.
No, actually, I haven't heard of that, but yeah, fill us in.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
It's not something I have heard of, so but I don't know if anyone else here maybe has heard of it. You can fill us in quickly if you like.
Yeah, so Kryptomania is going to be, there's about 1,200 people registered for it as it stands. It's run by one of the actual founders of the joke community, a guy called Domingo Silvas. You can look him up. I can share the link in the group afterwards if you want. And anybody, we'll be there. Hopefully we'll be on stage in front of a couple of thousand people, because with us being one of the sponsors, we've got a stage spot. And obviously we'll be hoping to, we are going to launch our NFT marketplace ready for Kryptomania, and hope to get people publishing or staking jokes. So, we like the phrase, make a joke, stake a joke. So we're going to get people creating, it can be video, memes, scripts, anything comedy. Because look, I wouldn't personally stand on stage and start trying to be a comedian. I'm not a professional comedian, but I like comedy. I like to watch comedy on a daily basis. And if we can get that NFT marketplace in front of that community, that's where we really can get a lot of traction, I think.
Awesome. That's quite interesting. Yeah, and I've never heard of that before. So can I just ask, is my voice loud and clear now? Because I was told it was quiet, but I've tried turning all the volumes up. Can you hear me quite clearly?
It's a bit better for me.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, so you've got a pre-sale going on, obviously, and it seems to be a first come, first served. But then you have these whitelist spots as well. So can you explain how big pre-sale actually is, soft cap, hard cap, and then where the whitelist spots actually fit into something that seems to be a first come, first served? Just to explain it to everyone. Thanks.
Yeah, so the whitelist spots have been running over the last 2 weeks, and the people who've contributed jokes and become fans of the project and actual mods and people like that in the project have earned those spots. All of those whitelist spots are vested options, so they won't receive their tokens until a very 25% at launch, and then 25% a week after the project, a further 25% the next week, and 25% the week after that. So we're looking for those guys to hold. I've got promises, and most of those people are long-term holders anyway.
Awesome, that sounds really good. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I think splitting them like that, staggering them. How big is your team? That question was sent in because from the website they can only see one person.
All right, you should be able to see 4 of us or 5 of us on the website on the team page. If you go to joke.community, and you should see me, Andy Price, my business partner. We run a YouTube agency in the UK. You should see Vince Sanapoli, and you should see Dave Arena. There are probably another 6 or 7 guys in the background, plus the marketing team. So it's become a monster. We're growing it all the time, and we've got it's taken over my entire life as it stands.
Well, I guess that's a good thing then for your investors, you know, if you're putting your whole heart and soul into it. Okay, so is there some sort of utility for your token? I mean, I understand it's tied to comics and stuff, comedians, but how do you tie the actual tokenomics into that?
Yeah, so once we get going, I mentioned that Andy and I run one of the biggest YouTube agencies in the UK. We work primarily on YouTube ads, and we work on channel growth and working with influencers. So the utility ties YouTube into the token, in that those that hold the token will be rewarded with the monetization that comes back out of the YouTube channel. And it's been a long goal of mine to run a truly collaborative YouTube channel, because where we are today with YouTube, no comedian can really run their own channel successfully unless they're going to be on there pretty much 24/7. And the flip side of that is comedians, they don't want to publish their new material on YouTube because they want to go and perform it in clubs. So we are opening what we will call, and we have the domain, Comedy Decentral.com, and we're going to be running virtual events. Token holders will have access to those events, and of course those events can be worldwide, and we therefore have the opportunity to run what we think will become hopefully one of the biggest YouTube channels in the world.
That sounds really quite good, actually. I like the play on the Comedy Decentral. Okay, so we still have some more questions here that have been put to us, but if there's anyone here at the moment in the community right now that would like to ask a question, now is a good time, so feel free to talk. Oh, EA has got his hand up. Yep, go for it, mate.
First of all, I'm sorry, my English is bad. Okay, you said you will get some comedians. Is there a chance to do an international thing for German comedians or something like that?
Well, hopefully, if we can find some funny German comedians, yes.
Okay, that's nice.
No. Look, on a serious note, yeah, we would absolutely love to have some German comedians on there. Also, you know, the benefit is we can promote those German content straight into Germany, so that we're not mixing too much the audience, and then you get the retention. So one of the biggest things on YouTube now is engagement, and I don't know if anybody knows much about YouTube Shorts, but the majority of the content on the channel is under a minute. So then people can, it's a bit like TikTok of comedy. That's where we're going.
Okay, that sounds good. Nice. Thanks.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I've seen that YouTube Shorts before, actually. It's quite good. Just to remind the community that we're offering 2 whitelist spots here for anyone who's brave enough to ask questions, so you can be in for the running. So EA, you're in with a decent chance already, because I don't see much competition. Anyone else would like to ask a question before I continue? Now's your chance. And we have a comedian here called Michael Misha from Germany, so maybe you'd like to ask a question, Michael.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a half comedian actually, but I'm from Bamberg, so hello to my German friends actually here, and it's a quite nice stuff and project what you make. So actually, I've never seen in BSC theme until now, and it's quite a nice project. So I was looking into your project, and yeah, it's a lot of development maybe behind also project.
I don't know about anybody else. Misha was breaking up a little bit for
same
me.
here. Same here.
Yeah, I did hear it.
Right
Like
end, yeah.
project.
Yeah, right at the very end. Yeah, I think we lost.
Yeah, sorry, my microphone is bugging, so I don't know why, but my headset is from Sennheiser. It's actually a good brand, but I'm not sure. Wait, I will switch to my mobile. I think it's quite better.
Yeah, I can definitely hear you better now.
Give me a minute.
In the meantime, I just remind everyone that we're here with the joke token. Just in the meantime, while we're waiting for Misha to sort his mic, what's your connection to the revolver token? Can you just explain that?
So as it stands, there's no direct connection other than I know the guys in the project, did a lot of work with them on previous projects. They've got one of the best developers in the game as far as I'm concerned. So it's really a relationship that we've built up over time, and hence how I know. I'm not going to name the dev because he probably doesn't want to get DM'd and spammed, but yeah. So we've known them for a while.
Awesome. Misha, we can go back to you if you still want to ask your question.
Yeah, so I think now it's better. So I'm online with my mobile. I switched, and actually fuck Sennheiser. So a lot of money and no quality. So yeah, and my question is, your project is looking really nice and really funny, and also your logo is quite yeah. So what's your development plan within the next few weeks? Because actually your token is quite with a lot of use cases, you know, and with quite a lot of stuff. So actually it's a lot of work for you, I think.
Yeah, so we've got a few hundred NFTs that we've already made. We are building the NFT marketplace. So Domingo, who is one of the founders, he has a development team of 50 people, and they have built some of the biggest NFT marketplaces that are out there already. So they are in the process of building the Comedy Decentral website plus NFT marketplace for us. We want to then go staking, farming, and like I say, you know, stake a joke is where we're going to go. So ideally we get into a scenario where we are able to farm jokes for people. So if you make a joke, stake a joke, you're going to earn from that piece of material as soon as it's obviously goes online. The app as it stands, if somebody goes to the website or goes to the YouTube channel, you can upload to the channel in one click. So you can click, you then upload your joke, and then it goes into a moderation queue. But if we press yes, it then goes onto the YouTube channel. The piece of development that I want to follow as soon as the NFT marketplace is live is then enable one-click staking to NFT. So at the point at which you record a joke, and it could just be a meme, or it could be a script, or just a video joke, we want one-click NFT enablement. So at that point, you own that NFT and it's minted, and then you can go on to trade that on the marketplace.
Okay, cool. And your marketplace is your own marketplace, or it will go directly to OpenSea? Do you have a connection directly to OpenSea?
So our own marketplace, but connected to OpenSea, yeah.
Okay, but only OpenSea, or also Rarible or something like that?
Yeah, I can't promise to get connected to all of them at once, but one of the ones I use is Unifty. I obviously use OpenSea as well, so we'll look to make that integration as quickly as possible.
Everyone who knows me, I'm a really big art fan. So we are doing, for example, NFT cartoon episodes, and I like art a lot. And actually, I like every token with art and fun, you know, because I think nearly every token is the same, or a lot of tokens in the past were the same, because a lot of rewards token launched and a lot of other stuff launched, and I think it's another thing, you know, and I think this is what the BSC network needs at the moment, because normally such projects are only starting and launching with Ethereum network, and on BSC there are only small tokens with the most of them without a use case, you know.
Yeah,
but
there's
you have a real
definitely a
use
lot of,
case.
definitely a lot of shit coins out there. Yeah, every
Yeah,
day.
sadly, yes. Sadly, yes. But you are quite
Yeah,
different.
yeah, I think I completely agree. Yep, I completely agree because it's good to bring some creative art to the BSC scene. You know, because like you say, it's all over F network, but not that much over here. So yeah, no, that's really good. I'm sorry
And
to cut
one
you
of
off, Misha. I'll get through these. Oh, sorry, do you want to add something?
Yeah, no, because like, you know, one of the questions I get asked a lot is, you know, oh, so you're just a meme coin, right? You're a shit coin, you're a meme coin. That is one of the things we're having to overcome. But equally, we want people in the project who get it and understand it and are in it for the long term. I know, you know, in theory, we get a pump and dump once we launch. You know, fair enough, that happens to every coin, but it's about maintaining the price and growing the utility, creating the ecosystem, and then just getting people involved in the project that understand it. A bit like, you know, Misha's, you know, he would be an ideal person to have working, you know, even if it's in the German part for us.
It's awesome. You can start a collaboration.
And actually, I'm the CEO of another token, you know, but we are collaborating with nice and cool tokens. So actually, maybe we have some experience and some stuff where you don't, where you need help, for example, and we need some help where you have more experience. And I think it's quite nice when some tokens have some partnerships together, not as a competitive reason, but you know, for a helping reason. And that's how should BSC network should work, in my opinion. But the most tokens are fighting against us and want to have everything, you know.
Misha, you're doing a Misha rug. I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to cut you off, mate, because look, I'm going to put the two of you in touch afterwards, okay? And then you guys can, because it sounds like you actually can have something in common. I reckon you probably could work together. So we'll get through the rest of the stuff we want to get through, okay, guys? And then you can, you know, I don't want to cut you off because I think it's awesome what you're doing, but yeah, we'll get you together, definitely. Okay, so just to get through some more of the questions we had from the community. So people have noticed that you're doing your pre-sale in BUSD and suggested, is this because of the you know, the downturn in the market at the moment with BNB? Is that your main reason, or do you have another reason for doing this?
No, I've learned a great deal from, I don't know whether any of you guys follow the Wolf Den or the Wolfies or Guard community. If you don't, I strongly suggest that you do a little bit of research, and if anybody DMs me, I'll send them links to those groups. But there's a guy in there called Nick Peterson that I've learned an absolute ton from, and I think the way a lot of the tokens that are launching now, we need to be able to put a floor price in and keep stability in the token so that we can, you know, that's the reason we're looking at BUSD rather than BNB. You know, it's not to do with the downturn in the market, it's more to do with longevity of a stable price.
Yeah, no, definitely, I agree with that completely. And I'll definitely check out that channel. I'll message you after this, and yeah, you can give me that info. That sounds very interesting. Of course, this question was always going to be asked. You know, this question gets asked on pretty much every other project. Are you applying for CG and CMC, and when?
Yeah, and the answer is probably always ASAP. You know, we'd love to be on all of as wider platform base as possible, but it is one step at a time. And I think a lot of projects, they try and go too quickly. It is about the community, building the community up, and I think that the projects that survive and last and grow have that, and those things come in time naturally, if you understand what I mean, rather than just rushing to do everything at once.
Oh, absolutely. I think like most of the smart investors completely understand, and you know, people just, you know, there's people who get fixated on these kind of things, so these questions always come up because of that. But yeah, I think even the people who ask when it's just because they want that 1 or 2 days of extra volume. You know, it's more of a gimmick these days. But it's good to get your name out there, and it definitely attracts more, you know, holders in the long run, the more you get seen. So yeah, definitely. Just, you know, you obviously you outlined, you know, the comedy and stuff. Do you have like a sort of long-term roadmap? You know, are you thinking of doing things, you know, or having like weekend things where people can just like get up on an AMA and, you know, and do their comedy routine, you know, this kind of thing? Do you have these kind of ideas?
Well, the thing with Comedy Decentral is we've got the opportunity to put comedy events on in Decentral land. You know, people can, if you imagine a scenario where a comedian currently is doing a gig for beer tokens, you know, maybe in a bit of exposure, even the people that currently are putting jokes on the channel are getting tens of thousands of views. So if we get a scenario where that YouTube channel really gains traction like we think it will, people can get their material out there and have hundreds of thousands of people look at it, and give feedback. So it's like a test bed for comedy. At that point, talent can rise to the top. So within the YouTube channel itself, the community will be voting on the best jokes and the best contributors. So the community leads it. There's an element of rewards. So part of the reflection goes into a marketing and reward wallet. So regular competitions to reward people for contribution. But, you know, there's no reason why we can't have events that are attended by tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people, and on a daily basis, you know, and that's where I want to see it go.
Yeah, that sounds really quite good, actually. That could really go far, you know, especially if you get the right people coming along, you know, and you might come across some comedian that becomes, you know, the next big thing, and he brings your project up through that as well. So yeah,
Well,
I
that's a
think
big,
great
and
thing you're doing.
that's a big challenge. You know, one of the big challenges, because I started writing some, not comedy, but scripts for, you know, like for TV shows over here, and trying to get them in front of people is nigh on impossible. You know, you might have hundreds, you will have hundreds, thousands of people submitting, and they've got to go through several rounds of people looking at it. Whereas this way, if someone uploads a joke and it's on YouTube, the whole world can see it, and they can see it right now, you know, and that could be somebody who's producing a TV show or a theatre production, or just wants somebody to help them out, you know. And it's about creating that community where people can interact and maybe just have a bit of fun at the same time.
Yeah, and that's what comedy's all about, right? At the end of the day, you know, it is about having fun. So no, it definitely sounds very, very awesome. I like it. I've always loved comedy, so I mean, you got me on the comedy part, you know. So is there anyone else here that would like to? Because we try and keep these AMAs to about 30 minutes, and we're on a nice schedule right now. So is there anyone here that would like to ask any more questions? You know, at all, now is your chance. I think Misha would probably want to, because he would talk all day. If we give Misha the mic, he'll talk for the next 2 hours. Any quick questions, Misha, or anyone else?
Where we have to
Yep.
upload the joke, and how should the joke should be. So it's a joke where people have to see me live on a video. Should be a joke, or are there requirements? So that's my question, you know. So for example, I have a joke. It is a meme is, for example, also a joke. And then the meme is an NFT, or how can I understand?
Yeah, so if you go to the joke.community website, there's a link on there at the very top. You can click that and upload. It'll ask you your name, and then you can either record live or you can upload a pre-recorded joke. You're right, you know, a meme can be an NFT, and the series of, we're giving away 5 NFTs over the next 24 hours to people who upload. All you've got to do is upload a meme onto the joke community Telegram. So, you know, that can be a meme that you've got, one of your favorite memes. Doesn't have to be an original meme. and those NFTs will give people access to future parts of the ecosystem, so access to events, staking, farming, all these sorts of things. But literally, if you're going to upload to the YouTube channel, up to 3 minutes as it stands, because obviously the render time when we get quite a lot of jokes uploaded, the pressure it puts on the server is an issue. But up to 3 minutes. Some people are just doing one-liners. So if you check out the YouTube channel, the link is in the bottom of the website. Some people just do a one-liner, 10 or 15 seconds, and the app automatically adds the front and the back to your joke. So it'll add the opening curtains and the closing curtains and the applause. All I can say is, look, give it a go. Yeah, hopefully, Misha, we see a joke on there very shortly from you. I'll guarantee you 10 or 20,000 views on it for certain.
Sometimes it's enough when I speak English, you know. Because it's German slang. Sometimes it's quite, I don't know. It's it sounds like an Indian.
Oh well,
Yes,
you know the biggest joke in the UK for the biggest joke in the UK for English people is the fact that German people can't say the word squirrel.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Yeah, I cannot. Actually, here in Germany, it's also quite funny because we have a lot of dialects, you know, and a lot of slangs. So each area has different slangs and dialects. And I am from a region here in Germany, and we have a lot of dialect, and it's quite funny
and
when
a lot of beer.
I thought he was going to say we've got a lot of squirrels.
Hey, it's October. It's October next month. Right? The Germans all have their Oktoberfest, you know, and they'll get the big things of beer.
Not with Corona. It's difficult with Corona. Oktoberfest.
Corona beer or never Corona?
No. It's yeah. You know what I mean. This year, Oktoberfest,
it ruined everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it ruined everything.
But for Misha,
right.
it's okay. He's near from Munich, and I'm too far away from Munich. So
yeah, I'm from Bamberg, and it's 2 hours with the car, so it's not that much.
yes.
Yeah, it's not bad. You guys can meet up for a beer then. All right, listen, guys, we'll wrap this up because we're on a good time schedule, and let's not, you know, some people are trying to go to bed. That's not like me or anything at 2:30 in the morning. But anyway, you know, thank you very much for coming. From the joke token, and you know, it's definitely very unique, and yeah, you know, we're going to give 2 whitelist spots away to 2 lucky people, so we'll make a decision in the team who that will be. I think you probably have a pretty good idea who one of them is or who 2 of them are. And you know, thank you for coming. The best of luck with your project. And yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to go in there because that sounds awesome to me, and I'm going to follow and see what you guys get up to because I'm really, really curious. It looks awesome.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the time, and hopefully see you all on there tomorrow.
Yes,
absolutely. And yeah, thanks for coming here. We appreciate it too.
Thanks a lot.
We'll call this an end now. Thanks for coming, and yeah, we'll just close this now. Okay.
See you soon.
And you can write me a direct message.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can
We'll
put
do.
you in touch, Enemy. Now, don't worry, guys. I'll put you in touch.